Hi guys, Paul here. Today I'm going to be doing my shave of the day, and I'm going to be using the Soap Commander Purpose today. Um, for the month of March, um, in one of the shaving forums we had several of the guys decided to use one soap or one collection of products exclusively for the month of March, and I was using what the heck, I can't even remember what it was now. Um, oh, Institute Carite. No, that's wrong. I was using the Barrister Mann Petrichor, and that soap was about halfway gone, and I used that up in about 2 weeks. So I had to choose another one, and I was using the Institute Carite, but switched over to Soap Commander. As I'm sure a lot of you people that are active in the Facebook shaving forums know, the makers of this soap, Darren and Carrie Siebert's son Luke, was in a serious automobile accident, and kind of as a show of support to them, a lot of people have been using the Soap Commander soap. In addition, there are several fundraising efforts afoot set up by fellows in the shaving forums to help raise some money to defer the medical costs for Luke. So the three that I know of are Arlie Canterbury, who's active in several Facebook forums, set up a GoFundMe page for Luke. Jason Spiegelman from the Shave Market is also raising money for Luke, and Chris Bailey, the shaving evangelist, also has been trying to raise money for Luke as well. So good job, guys. And if any of you guys are active in the Facebook forums, feel led to donate money to Luke, go for it. The Sieberts are great people, and they make a great product. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use the Soap Commander. For my razor, I'm going to be using the Merkur Progress. Really great little razor. Love this thing. My blade, I'm going to be using the Gillette 7 o'clock yellow. For my brush, I'm going to be using my Neep Dreadnaught with the extra dense silver tip brush, or knot. Excellent brush. Love this thing. And for my aftershave, I'm going to be using the new Barrister Mann Rhapsody aftershave. This has come back for the springtime, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. Just going to wet my face here, and we'll get going with the shave. Just going to load the brush here. Get a nice loading of this soap. I don't believe this Purpose soap is made anymore. This was their the Soap Commander's Bay Rum scent, and I think this one is not being made anymore. This was actually a really great Bay Rum scent. I know Bay Rum is not the most exciting thing for a lot of people, but people that really love it, and I do really like and love Bay Rum scented soaps. And this one was really good. This one has a really nice use of bay oil. It's not overly sweet. It doesn't have an overabundance of vanilla, which I like. It's more of a spicy bay rum versus a sweet bay rum. So, okay, that looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and get going here, lathering this up. We'll face lather the soap. I love this Neep extra dense silver tip brush. This one is a 26 millimeter, and the knot is set nice and low, and it's really has a nice density to it, and it's super soft. I like the handle too, because that little knob on the end allows you to kind of hold on to it, gives you a nice secure grip, and it's long enough where, like in a deep bowl like this, you can really load your soap real easily. So. I found that the Soap Commander soaps are very easy to work with. They seem to lather very nicely and have really great performance. there's a wide choice of fragrances there, and I really think there's something there for everyone. So, okay, I'm just gonna clean up here a little bit before we get started. Rinse off my hands, rinse off the soap container. We got a little soap on the shirt, which is kind of par for the course. Guess it wouldn't be a shaving video unless you had lather splattered all over your shirt and all over the counter. So, yeah, we got lather everywhere here. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. This is the first shave on this blade. It's been quite a while since I've used a Gillette 7 o'clock yellow blade. I've always kind of enjoyed these blades, but I've just been using other blades, trying other stuff. One that I've been using recently that I've really enjoyed is the Astra blue blade, which is a stainless steel, as opposed to the green, which is the super platinum. And I really enjoy that blade. That's worked really well for me over the last couple days. So I think I'm going to go back and revisit those a little more. I do like the Astra greens as well. There was a period of time there where I didn't get along with the Astra greens too well. They weren't my favorite, but over the last 6-8 months, for whatever reason, they seem to be really working well for me. And maybe it's just my technique has changed or something. It's been more refined than it was in the early days, but I'm really liking the Astra green blades. Really enjoy the Progress. I usually will set mine on 3. That setting seems to work really well for me. And I do have the long-handled one as well that was converted to the Progress with the metal bottom piece. But I kind of like this shorter handle. I don't know, for me, the shorter handles seem to work better for me. It just seemed to feel a little bit better balanced to me. But, the length of the handle obviously is just a personal preference thing. I do like that long handle Progress. It does shave great. I haven't bothered to convert this one. I don't think I will. I'm just going to leave it as is and just use it. The white knob on the bottom doesn't really bother me. It's just an aesthetic thing anyway. So, and I think for guys getting into wet shaving, this would be not a bad razor to start out with because it is adjustable. You can kind of adjust the settings to whatever aggressiveness you like. And as your technique changes, you may want a more aggressive setup or maybe less aggressive setup. But you can really tailor it to your particular beard, which is nice. And I really think that's a nice feature. I think as I might have mentioned in the past, my first double-edged razor was the Merkur Future. I was sort of enamored by the space-age modern look of that razor, and it's always been a really good shaver. I was really amazed at the shave I got with that right out of the box. And I guess I'd have to say that razor is really what hooked me onto DE shaving. I did start out straight razor shaving, but found that the shaves I could get with the double-edged razor were, a lot closer. And at the time, I was a little bit obsessed with getting a baby butt smooth shave. I'm really not that obsessed with that anymore. I just pretty much do my 3 passes, and what I get, I get. Every now and then I'll try and do a baby, try and get real smooth, but it's not like an obsession anymore. It doesn't really matter that much, because after a couple hours that smoothness is, at least on my neck, is gone. But I think for me, it's easier to get closer on my neck with the DE razor, because I can come against the grain, which is this direction, which is really impossible to do with that 3-inch straight razor. So I have a kind of a modified against the grain pass. But anyways, really nice shave today, very comfortable. I like the 7 o'clock yellow, really good blade. It works good for me. I do think the Astras are given a little bit closer shave, especially when they're fresh out of the wrapper. But this is not bad. It's very comfortable, no tugginess at all. For the aftershave, I'm going to go ahead and use the Barrister Mann Rhapsody. This is their spring scent, and this is really a great scent. I didn't get this when this came out last year, but I had heard some good things from people that this was a great scent. They really loved it, and so I decided to go ahead and get it this time when it was released, and I'm really happy with this. It is really lives up to the description, which is kind of a spicy floral fragrance, and it definitely has florals. It's definitely floral, but it's got this really kind of cool underlying spiciness to it, and it has a really great dry down. When you first put it on, the floral part of it just really is like a blast in the nose. But then as this dries down, you get this kind of more woody, spicy sort of scent, and it's really, really awesome. It's a complex scent, but smells really good. It's an alcohol-based aftershave, so you do get a nice little bracing effect. There's no menthol in this, so there's no menthol kick, but it really feels good. It leaves your face feeling really nice after the shave. So I'm really impressed with the Rhapsody aftershave. I do have the soap too, and I'll feature that in a video here somewhere in the next couple weeks. So anyways, really impressed with that, and I'm loving it a lot. I'm glad I picked it up. It's going to be great for the spring and summer. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.